Hey guys, welcome back to another part of Fire Emblem 7. It's Al, and last time we ended off at the end of Chapter 12 in Hector Hard Mode. And now we're gonna see what Hector and his gang are gonna say that Eliwood and his gang. I mean, I'm not gonna assume a lot of them are actually gonna say a lot of things other than just Hector and Eliwood, but maybe Oswin and Marquess might chime in sometimes. Is that all of them? Hector, where did you come from? Well met, Eliwood. Yes, but I ask once again, what are you doing here? You wound me. Wait, what? You're looking for your father, right? Why didn't you send anyone? Your brother was just named Marquess of Ostia. He's going to be very busy setting up his own court council. Lord Uther must need your support. You are his brother after all. My brother is not so weak-kneed. Oh, and he mentioned some things in public. Yeah, he knew exactly what I was doing, and he let me go. But so, well then, it would be unwise to refuse his kindness. It does me good to see you again, Hector. Thank you. Think nothing of it. You know Oswin, don't you? Well met, Lord Eliwood. It's good to see you again, Oswin. So you came as well? Yes, Lord Uther was very worried about his brother traveling alone. I've been ordered to keep a close eye on him. Of course, good to have you with us. Lord Hector, why didn't you tell me the fighting was done? I apologize for the interruption. I just couldn't do it anymore, Hector. Are those two your companions as well, Hector? Oh, yes, I suppose they are. One might have hoped for better, but... That was uncalled for. I can't believe you said that. Matthew, did you hear what he said about you? Oh, hold on a second. He was talking about you. Hector, why don't you introduce us? The noisy one is Sarah. Believe it or not, she's a cleric. Yes, I'm Sarah, my lord. Pleased to meet you. Gosh. Sarah, oh Sarah, you have the energy of Anna, but you never shall be Anna. And that one's Matthew. He does a lot of sneaking around. My lord. Sneaking around? Well, alright. Gather information, open doors, chests, and such. I've got nimble fingers. That sounds like a thief's work. Well, don't let it worry you. But in the journey, I suspect it will be harder on you than I imagined. You may have to accept some things like this if you want to survive. What is it, Hector? Do you know of something? Nothing specific, just rumors here or there. A league of assassins from Bern have been moving around Lycia. Experienced bounty hunters and mercenaries are vanishing. That reminds me, one of the men who attacked us said something odd. What was it? Lord Eliwood, if I may. Marquess, good to see you. Lord Hector, it's been far too long. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. Come now, Marquess, no need for such formalities. Tell me what you heard. Of course. The apparent leader of that gang of thugs, he indicated that someone was watching Eliwood. Someone needed him dead. This is troubling. Actually, a captain of the guard was watching the fight when we arrived. He was a knight of Santaruz. And yet he just stood there and let a lord be attacked. I think he was planning to see you die. Oh, Al. What do you think? Oh, I forgot. So in Eliwood mode, if you choose to have a tactician, when Lowen goes and gets him, it'll be the character that you named. Like the canon name for the tactician is either Mark or Morgan. Mark in the American version, Morgan in the Japanese version. And right now Eliwood is talking to the tactician, and I have no idea what the tactician is technically saying. The lords will do this from every now and again. Some of the regular characters will as well, especially if they recognize them from Lid mode, because the tactician comes from Lid mode. That is a American exclusive thing. I think in Japanese you can skip Lid mode. Yeah, you can skip Lid mode because they just kind of assume you know how to play Fire Emblem by now, since there have been 7 of them. But you cannot do that in America. Yeah, I think there's something up with Lord Hellman too. Come, we must hurry to the castle. Eliwood, who is this? This is Al. I require tactical aid in the search of my father and... Oh, I see. So this is the one who directed the battle plan back there, hmm? You know, Al, you're very young. We've had many strategists in Ostia, but none so young. Eliwood, are you sure about this one? Al is still a student of military strategy, but we received nothing but sound advice so far. Al has my trust. Alright, I suppose I shall witness your skills firsthand, friend. Wilma to Al. Oh, hey Al, how have you been? Forget Matthew was in lit mode. Actually just being a thief. My secret's revealed? Oh, that, yes, it's true. My guise is a common thief with nothing but a ruse. I've served House Ostia for some time now as a spy of sorts. Surprise? Well, regardless, looks like we'll be traveling again together. Here's to mutual survival. You've died twice so far. Ow, it's really you. It's been far too long. You missed me, didn't you? I know you did. You have to say, Didn't I tell you before? Okay, I'm gonna stop talking that fast. It's starting to get annoying. Oh yeah, I live in Ostia. You know, I'm pretty. I'm rich and I'm pretty. I need more money though. You got any more? I'll be there to help you just like I was before. Aren't you lucky? Oh gosh. Oh sorry. As Hector rescues Eliwood and the two friends are united, the Paladin Marquess reveals news. Someone has called for Eliwood's death. Various problems may be connected to the attempt on Eliwood's life. Searching for more clues, Hector and his friends depart for the castle of Marquess and Santaruz. I really don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm gonna do it for the bit. Santaruz Castle. Alright, what's happening on the inside there?
Master Affadel, what is the meaning of this?
Peace, Lord Helmet. Whatever is wrong.
You said we were just going to frighten Eliwood. Your men almost killed him. My patience is at an end. I decided I must tell Eliwood everything and apologize.
You would betray us?
I am tired of you and the Black Fang. Now remove yourself from my castle. Your presence pains me.
Lord Helmet, is there nothing I can do to change your mind or sway your decision?
Nothing.
In that case, I guess you're no longer of any use. Oh, there's Mark.
There's the castle, Eliwood. Who's there? Show yourself. I can't believe I was spotted by a snot-nosed stripling.
Who are you? No, never mind. Keep your name. I have no need for a dead man.
Exactly.
Why should I care for what a corpse is called?
The cub now thinks he's a wolf. Does your bite match your
Match your bark. Tell you what, if you make it to the castle alive, you'll find out, huh? Why? Oh my gosh, how did he run on water? Hey you, yeah, the new dog. Get this right and you're gone. Get this right or you're gone. Yeah, I know. I just got this job. I don't need to lose it. Of course, the smart thing would have just to not do this in the first place, but if you need to eat, you need money. I was too picky before. If I think about the time I passed out in Kalen, nothing funny about that. Man, what was his name?
Matthew?
If it hadn't been for him, I would have definitely starved to death. What you mumbling about? Get over here now. Yes, I'm coming. At least now I've got work. Even if it is to literally be an assassin. Say, I'm not sure how to say this, but you're full-blown tactician now, right? Not just an apprentice like before. No need to be so modest, my lord tactician. I humbly await your no doubt brilliant orders. Alright, okay, so basically okay, so the smart thing to do. Did you buy a second light? Smart thing to do would probably just set Lowen right here. me attack that. Trade off a Iron Lance to Lowen. That way he'll be able to counter the Pegasus Knight without having a penalty. I do not want to free the snag. Actually, I'll use Dorcas to free the snag. And then, I thought, it doesn't matter now, I guess. Well, I wasn't just gonna have Oswin to range the cavalry, but he was one spot too many away. Okay. Let's see. I'll go ahead and have Marquess just walk over here and go ahead and get rid of this archer, hopefully. Actually, I need to do some more unit reviews. I mean, I've already done some for Becca, but I need to get some done for the other 4 units that we've gotten in the last map. Okay, so for Rebecca's... It's not. Alright, so for Rebecca's... Rebecca herself is technically not a remarkable unit. If anything, she's actually kind of bad. One thing about Rebecca, I guess, would be that she is an archer. I mean, that's not really that remarkable, but she can use bows, and they do have effective damage against flyers, such as Pegasus Knights and Wyvern Riders or Sea Raider. But that's only double effective damage, and with how low Rebecca's strength is, she'll basically just be doing regular damage. And with how bad the double effectiveness is, if it was triple effectiveness, Rebecca would probably be slightly better. Just because in Hector hard mode, there's just a lot of Pegasus Knights flying around most of the time, all the time. But my friend T wanted me to. I just gave her a list of units, and she said she wanted me to use Rebecca, so that's what I'm doing. One good thing about Rebecca is she's really strong, and since she's level 1, she's not strong. She has the potential of being really fast because she has a 60% growth rate, and with how slow the enemies grow in this game, it's actually not that big of a deal if she can start doubling with double effectiveness. And so she will always have 2 range. Most of the time, some enemies just won't be able to counter her back, which is another good thing. But it takes her a little bit to get there because she's level 1 and she has 4 strength, which means she'll just probably be dealing chip damage for the most part instead of actually getting any kills. She does have a really good promotion, though. She get, like, really the only thing you have to care about is +3 strength, and that does wonders for her. You might not think +3 is that good, but that's like 3 strength level ups in a row without having to worry about RNG getting in the way. So that's fantastic. And since she's almost never going to be facing combat, her HP resistance and defense can all be low because you don't need her to fight anything, and if you do, she's going to not get hit by modify it because it will not be able to counter, or she will just, or she'll be dealing the final blow, and that's it. So her durability almost doesn't matter because it's basically non-existent. It's even worse than Sarah's actually. Believe it or not, even though they have the same HP, but at least Sarah has more speed, more skill to give her more avoidance. Rebecca does have a pretty good support bonus with Dart and Lowen because double fire is just very aggressive and very strong. But we'll go ahead and, speaking of Lowen, we're actually going to go ahead and go him next. Alright, Lowen. So Lowen, since you do get him in Eliwood mode and Hector hard mode, first out of the 3 Cavaliers you'll get in this game, he is technically the best because, mostly just because he has the most time to grow, but also out of the other 2, he has more HP and more defense, therefore he has a lot more survivability. And because of how weak most of the enemies are in the game, and how player units will just scale more highly than enemy units, most of the time Lowen will just be better because you'll be able to get him more weapon EXP and just more levels in general, therefore closer to promotion. And the first promotion item you get in the game, I believe, is actually the Knight Seal, which is what you need to get Cavaliers and Knights into their promoted classes. And Lowen promotes into what Marquess is, a paladin. He'll get basically a rank of both sword and lances, and then he'll get an E in axes. And hand axes in this game are already E, so he already gets access to 1-2 range on both with javelins because he has a D in lances already. And then, as soon as he promotes, he'll be able to get axes. And even if Lowen does not get any strength growths, lances and axes are the strongest weapon type in the game. So most of the time, you don't even have to worry about that. Plus, most of the time, lances and axes also get most of the effective weapons in the game. Which, I mean, they may only do 2 times damage, but that 2 times damage for a unit that actually can do damage matters more than a unit that can't do any damage at all. And you can support with Marquess, and basically him and Marquess can just walk around the entire map with Marquess either just basically getting most of the damage done for Lowen, and then Lowen finishing it off to get the most amount of EXP. Or Marquess will just get even more attack, and Lowen will get even more defense because ice. I think it's ice. It's supposed to be ice. It's more defensive, so Marquess will give more defense, and Lowen will give Marquess even more attack than Marquess already needs. And plus, since they basically have the same movement type, Lowen will usually always be 1 step behind Marquess. And that's 2 really solid units just going into the middle of the map. So Lowen is a really good unit, honestly. I wouldn't say he's like a step below Marquess, but like if Marquess is S tier, Lowen is going to definitely be A tier. Like he cannot replace Marquess, but he can eventually be able to do what Marquess is doing right now. So, long short, Lowen's good. He's got good movement, good weapon types. Just a good overall good unit. The next one we're going to be talking about is Dorcas. Alright, now on to the first of the starting acts, the fighter brothers, I guess. Because basically every Fire Emblem game has 2 fighters or axe units you get at the beginning of the game, more or less. So, Dorcas is available in Lid mode. And I'll probably say this for any Lin mode character. EXP in Limb mode, therefore usually going to make him a better character overall. In Limb mode, there's plenty of stat boosters in there, so they just want to make that as easy as possible. Because, I mean, it is the tutorial, and that's 10 maps. I think it's like 6 maps for Dorcas to get as much EXP as you want to throw into it. Dorcas, so for his base stats, he's actually not that bad. I mean, 30 HP, 7 strength. With axes, he has lots of strength. He's got 6 speed, which seems slow, but he's faster than Oswin and Hector by speed stat, technically. And he also has 1 more movement than Oswin. The only thing is, Dorcas definitely does not have the same bulk as Hector and Oswin. I mean, Dorcas has a little more bulk than Hector, just because he has 9 more HP. But that doesn't really do a whole lot for him. He has like 5 less defense, I think. But yeah, he's definitely not as bulky as Hector and Oswin could be, will be, or ever will be. But, and another problem with Dorcas is he has a very small speed growth of 20. But it's still better than Bartray's, which means technically Dorcas is better than Bartray. Dorcas has a lot of HP, a lot of strength, and if you ever do choose to promote him, you probably will never be able to rescue him, because he already has a massive 14 con, and that's really hard to carry already. But when he does promotes, he'll get 3 defense and resistance, so good. I mean, then again, to get him to promote at 7 levels, probably always get HP and strength. Honestly, he probably is better with the bow than Rebecca is, just because he has so much more strength to back it up. Because on promotion he gets a bow instead of becoming a berserker like another character does. Berserkers are basically sword masters with an axe. Give them a killer axe and they will never miss. They will always crit, because crit basically means 100% hit. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Dorcas. He could be a better unit if he was slightly better speed stat, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, Dorcas will probably not be the only people who double Dorcas, probably like snipers or Myrmidons and swordmasters anyway. So you usually don't have to worry about Dorcas even getting doubled. You just have to worry about if Dorcas will survive because of how low his defenses are. Alright, and we have the last of the new units from the Mr.Man, Bartray. So, one thing with Bartray that is different from Dorcas is he has more strength, less skill, and he's got 1 more point of defense. Problem with that is Bartray also only has 3 speed, which means he can't even double, as I said earlier, a 0 AS soldier. Let's just sink that in. Bartray's probably not going to get slowed down, but the soldier already has 0 speed, and he can't even double to. He can't even double. Bartray probably could be a really solid unit if he will hit the opponent and if he starts doubling. Because with how much strength he already has, and with how strong axes are, you're probably never going to have to worry about him even... Bartray does have... Bartray's technically could be better than Marquess, but it just depends on how well his levels go, and how well your strategy is, I guess. But there is one character in the game you will not be able to recruit if Bartray is not a level 5 warrior. That's not until like chapter 31, I believe. So you have a while to get Portrait where you need Portrait to get there if you're gonna try and recruit every character. Will I do that? I don't think I will, but I will definitely talk about that character when the time comes. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the map now. There we go. Alright. Add Matthew there. Alright. Oh, already done goofed. We have Dorcas and friends go over here. I think Matthew should be able to get around the... Oh, and if it wasn't obvious earlier, oh, she... Oh, wait, no, it was the cavalry I was worried about, not no one getting attacked by the Pegasus Knight. I'm definitely not worried about Marquess, although that was a lot of damage that, Pegasus Knight did. Again, Iron Lances have 7 might, so they have to at least hurt Marquess. And I'm doing this just to get rid of most of the enemies down there, because I mean, I could prevent them ganging up on one character, but it's just a lot easier for the current moment to just let Marquess sit there and do his thing. And I'll go ahead. And as you saw there, there's reinforcements that come through forts. So if you don't block the forts, you're going to start getting reinforcements. I'll have Marquess sit right there, so I don't have to worry about it. Alright, yeah, I'll go ahead and have Matthew hurry on through. Oh, that wasn't enough to get her level up. And then I'll have everyone go ahead and follow behind Hector. One thing I did want to note is that Hector and Eliwood have a really fast support, as in like basically one turn after they're like sitting right next to each other. I'm pretty sure they'll just get a support, their seed support. Oh, okay, so speed and resistance. Now that's really good, because the speed growth is like a 40, and with how heavy lances are, when I give him a javelin eventually, he'll be way down by 3. So that means he only has 5 AS, which means, well, that means a lot, technically. Okay, so probably have, how much damage? Okay, good. Alright. So, one thing I did want to talk about is, because I'm probably not going to get any of the supports, so I at least wanted to talk about them. So, for Hector and Eliwood's C support, I'll probably bring these up later on during the middle of the game, where I think you would probably be able to get them. There's lots of stuff happening outside. Anyway, so for Hector and Eliwood's C support, basically, I mean, this is basically just them talking, so I'm not worried about this. I'm just fine. Hector's starts off with, "Ah, Eliwood, it's good to see you're still well." You expected otherwise? No, of course not. I knew you'd be fine. Hector, wait a moment. What did you want? Nothing. I just still wanted to see... It's enough to see you living and still fighting. I just wanted to make sure you weren't overdoing it with me not around. I should say the same to you. Me? Don't worry about me. I'm built tough, you know? A little too much is just enough for me. But you've never been a hardy one, Eliwood. Nor are you used to travel. Go on too long and you'll collapse. We're all weaklings compared to you, Hector. Thankfully, wars are not won by strength alone, eh? We've been sparring once every 2 months ever since we were 12. 30 matches, I've won 14, lost 12, and 4 were draws. So Guy or Guy will not move unless you are in his attack range. And you want to be really careful about him because his only weapon is the killing edge. Basically, if he hits almost anyone, except for... In fact, he might actually be able to... He might be able to kill him for Marquess, but... Other than that, if anyone else is attacked by him, he'll probably be able to one-shot them. You may not seem it, but he is a very strong character, especially with the killing edge. I mean, that's basically what makes him so dangerous, is because of that weapon. And yes, I'm trying to feed a kill to Rebecca. Yeah, that's basically what makes him a really strong character. Thanks for the 2% crit, Matthew. Doing a whole lot for the team there. But yeah, he basically has a 30% chance of just killing one character in one shot. And if he doesn't, he's got another one because he... Okay, let's see. He has 14 speed and is weighed down to 12. So that means, no matter what, he'll always, he will double Hector. He won't double Marquess, no matter how hard I try at this point. He won't double Matthew. He'll double Rebecca, Dorcas, Sarah, Eliwood. He'll literally double everyone. The only ones who can survive, like I said, are Oswin, and Marquess. I mean, my Hector probably would survive, but I would have to dequip him so he doesn't get weapon triangle advantage against him. But that's what would happen, basically. Probably should have put Hector to himself. If this doesn't work, I'll just do it again. But yeah, Guy is a very strong individual, to say the least. Anyway, going on with the rest of the C support. After Eliwood describes the matches, Hector goes, I think not. I recall 31. Even 13-13 split with 5 draws. Yes, well, you recall wrong, and I'm right. And what makes you so certain? Whose snoring was it who shook the entire class when we were doing math? Ah, good point. Still, I'm touched to see you were worried about me. Now, back into the fray. Hey, wait! Blast it. Yeah, that's basically it. Hector just wanted to make sure that Eliwood was still doing okay. And it kind of just proves how important people are to Hector. Is that he doesn't show a whole lot of emotion sometimes because Hector is that type of character to just say that shown emotions make you weak. But he at least wants to make sure the people around him know that he cares about them. But then again, he still has lived life basically being the rock for people, you know? Anytime someone had a problem, they would just go for Hector. And Hector doesn't want to be shown as weak, because people need him to look strong and be strong. But yeah, that's just the type of guy Hector is. And Eliwood pays attention to the small stuff, it seems. I mean, which is not too bad, but did he really have to do Hector like that? No, but it was funny to see, say the least. I'll just go ahead and use an iron sword against this archer, because I'm tired of seeing him. But yeah, I'll go ahead and end this part, and then next time we'll finish the rest of the chapter. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.